also worth 10 points, and the musical interpretation is worth 10 points. So a maximum of 30, and we've seen scores up in the 25s, 25, 26, that sort of area. So some great scores we've seen previously, but in the international competition it's something different. This is our first competitor. The dog is called Lizzie. The handler is Sandra Roth, she's from Germany. The dog is 8 years old, it's a bitch, and they're performing to the theme from Schindler's List by John Williams. They're just getting set up to start.
By John Williams.
What a magnificent start to this competition. Lyrical and beautiful. Sandra Roth is ballet trained. She's been a ballet dancer for many years, and that was just so beautiful, controlled. I'm sure that will score extremely well. Wonderful performance there. We won't get the scores, of course, now for Sandra until we've seen our next performer, but that just had so many beautiful moments. The dog, controlled, careful, accurate. It was just pretty, lyrical, right from the start. The dog matching the movements, very few errors in there. It was very lovely to watch, and some very novel moves that I haven't seen before. Very attractive indeed. Score coming up after our next performer, who is Lukas Prachka from Austria with Falco. Falco out of the dark as a border collie, 8 years old, and they're going to be performing to Fake ID from Big and Rich.
And he's performing to Fake ID by Big and Rich. So it's over to you, Lucas.
Walking backwards, retracing my steps, walking backwards, back to before you left. I'm going back past where it went wrong, back to your arms where I belong. Hey, look at me, walking backwards.
Driving all over the town, on my cell phone wearing it out, and I finally tracked you down. Hey, everybody says you're the man, the final piece to my master plan. You got my world in the palm of your hand. Well, I know that you got it, come on and just sell it. Got the cash up in my pocket, you know I gotta get it. Hey, mister, won't you sell me a
A very different performance there from Lukasz and Falco. Falco's his first dog, you know, and they've been 8 years together, absolutely inseparable. Terrific performance there, very entertaining. And Lukasz, actually, they won Germany's Got Talent in 2013. They were third in this competition last year. So now we should be coming up for the score for Sandra Roth. And he says, oh, exceptional score, exceptionally good. Look at those 9s. Oh, that's wonderful. No deductions, a total of 27.77. That is high. That is a wonderful score. She's really set the mark there and deserved it. These moves were remarkable. Oh, what a lovely performance that was. Delicate, beautifully danced by both dog and human. I think that was a lovely performance and deserved those 9s. Those are the scores you've got to get to win these international competitions, and that was tremendous.
Also, they must have some different moves in there to make it more interesting. And of course,
Just tidying, bringing some stuff into the ring for our next performer, who comes from Sweden. The judges will have enjoyed both performances so far. This is obviously quite a complicated setup that we're getting at the moment for our next performer. As I say, she comes from Sweden, and now going out to collect her dog. Well, we've seen two terrific performances. Lucas, a great performance. I doubt if he'll get the scores that Sandra has just put up there, which were remarkable, but we'll have that score after our next performance. She's ready, she's standing there. She's got her dog now, who is called Mosta. It's an Australian Shepherd dog, Nina Rodner. The dog's kennel club name is Dragonora Nymphadora, 7-year-old bitch, and they're performing to Charlie Chaplin, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, and Charlie Chaplin performing one of them, and Can't Take My Eyes Off You, Bob Crew and Bob Gaudio. He's a professional dog trainer and has been for the past 30 years, and she'll signal when she's ready for the music to start. A lot of props out there, so there's quite a lot going to be going on. This is all very inventive. Here we go. so inventive. Nina Rogner and Mossa, some lovely things there. And that little dog's ability, I thought it was just so sweet when it went up to the dump something in the bucket and it missed, put the lid on and then found it again and tried to put it in the bucket. I thought that was just lovely. Fabulous little dog. Great scores now for Lucas. Going back, couple of 9s in there. It's not quite good enough to get in front of Sandra at the beginning, but 26.57. My word, these are high scores. Wonderful performances and so inventive. Magical stuff. Well done, Lucas. I said he was 3rd last year in this competition. Well, he isn't going to win this year, but he's in 2nd place at the moment and he could well hold on to it. These are very high scores that he and Sandra Roth have got. That's the recap of some lovely moves. They're just so good. It's done with such wonderful expression. The dog's having a wonderful time, and so too is Lucas. I think it's great.
If you could move up, if you've got an empty seat, to the middle of your row, so that the empty seat will be on the end, and our stewards are working very hard to try and get as many in as possible.
Look at that. It's great. No wonder he scored well. Well done. Well done, Lucas. Lucas from Austria and Sandra Ross from Germany, 2nd and 1st respectively. Well, we'll get the score for Nina Rogner's very inventive performance for Sweden in just a moment, but now we're coming up with our 4th representative from the Czech Republic, waiting there in the wings, waiting to be introduced and called in. They're ready, so here they come. This is Alina Shmolikova with Jerry. It's a Border Collie, 8-year-old bitch. And they're going to be performing to Lazy Song and Eye of the Tiger by Bruno Mars and Survivor. They won this competition in 2010. Well, they didn't. It was actually with her Border Collie Casey with her firefighter routine. You might remember. This is her youngest dog, Jerry. It is a bitch. So here they go. Lazy Song and Eye of the Tiger is the music.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna kick my feet up, then stare at the fan, turn the TV on, throw my hand in my pants. Nobody's gonna tell me I can't.
nothing short of brilliant. I mean, just remarkable. We've seen some fantastic performances. Elena Shmolikova and Jerry from the Czech Republic, a wonderful performance, just made me laugh. It's just wonderful. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. If you can't enjoy this, you can't enjoy anything. And these are the scores now for Nina Rodner and Moster. They're good scores, but they ain't going to be good enough. There's a deduction there of 0.17. It's only a small deduction for, I'm not sure what reason for. Not a terribly good score, but I thought it was a lovely performance. But I think probably is right that they're in third place. You see some of these. It was so inventive, and the dog he was so accurate, placing things in other things. It was very nice, very inventive, and I'm sorry they haven't got a higher score, but I think it's probably right. It's not quite of the quality that we'd seen from the previous two, but it really, look at this, so accurate.
Right, we're ready for our next dog now.
Well, we'll get the score for that lovely performance from the Czech Republic in a moment, but now we have our representative from Japan. This is Lucy Plevova. She's been training dogs for the past 17 years, won this competition last year and was placed second the year before, so expect something great. Jump is the name of the Border Collie, a 6-year-old dog, various bits of music they're going to be performing to. Jump also competes in sledging and in frisbee. Now, frisbee is an event we don't appear to have in this country, but anyway, here we go.
There was something on the floor.
She cues
It's on the game if you need to, Lucy, but it's when you're ready.
My word. I mean, you're left speechless by some of these performances. It is going to be terribly close. That was a tremendous performance. There was so much to admire in it. We'll see what the judges make it, but that was absolutely terrific.
What a great entertaining routine that was.
We've got the scores, I think, now for Elena. She went into third place. This is Elena Smolikova. Great score, 26.33, and there's a couple of, several nines in there. These are great scores. So, Elena and Jerry, it made the crowd laugh. It was just a lovely performance, inventive. The dog was magnificent. The performance was fun, pure entertainment. If you can't enjoy this, people sneer at dancing dogs. Oh, come on, this is great stuff. It's absolutely lovely. Dog doing wonderful things, beautifully trained, accurate. Look at this. Knees bent, fantastic. If it doesn't bring a smile to your face, I don't know what you're on.
Could be that telling a story. We've had several
lovely performances. We've seen some great stuff here. That put them in third place, 26.23. So we'll get our representative of Japan's performance. She actually is originally from the Czech Republic. She lives in Japan now, and that's why Lucy was representing Japan. But we're coming up now. We'll get her score after this next performance, because we have from Denmark, Emmy Marie Simonsen with Hero. It's a border collie, a 7-year-old dog. She says he's a very powerful dog who loves to work. 5th time competing in this competition. All very interesting. They're going to be performing to Ghost Story, composed by Beethoven.
Get a clue by looking at her. It's Ghost Story by Beethoven.
You best start believing in ghost stories. You're in one.
Very interesting. Emma Marie Simonson with Hero. Very interesting performance. I don't think it's going to worry the leaders, but some very nice things. A beautiful figure of 8 movement that the little dog was doing, going between the legs. Absolutely fantastic. That was lovely. So look, oh my word, these are the scores for Lucy Plavova. She's got a 10 in there. Look at those 9s. This is for content. That's nearly maximum score. They're absolutely brilliant. 28.23. They've actually gone ahead of Sandra Robb and will take first place. 28.2. That is magnificent. I said it was going to be close. Well, it was. She won this last year. Second the year before that, and this performance, it was so fast at the beginning, a variety of speed, and for the initial performance, for content, to get 10s and 9.7, 9.6, absolutely fantastic. Wonderful performance, well deserved, in the lead. I'll be surprised if she's beaten. I think you've seen the winner there.
And for the previous 2 days,
wonderful things, wonderful performance.
We had 10 each day.
And so inventive. I said she's representing Japan, but actually she's formerly from the Czech Republic, and she owns a dog town factory. She trains dogs. That's what they do.
We're just waiting for our handler to get ready.
Superb, absolutely superb.
You're going to, I think you're going to love this one, really.
Well, we'll get the score for the Ghost Story from Denmark after our next performer, because it's our British representative coming in here now.
The whole of the United Kingdom. And would you like to
they performed here on Thursday, this routine.
Competition this week, Lucy Creek with Skibble.
Here she comes, as you heard Dave Ray in the ring announcing Lucy Creek and Skiffle. Harriet Skiffle King is the Border Collie's full kennel club name. 8-year-old dog. Won the UK freestyle competition on Thursday and the Heelwork to Music competition yesterday.
I adored it.
Just getting settled and performing to the Grand Waltz.
Every time she finds a minute, that's the time when they begin it. Cinderella, Cinderella. Cinderella, Cinderella, night and day. Cinderella, make the fire, fix the breakfast, wash the dishes, do the mopping, and the sweeping, and the dusting. They always keep her hopping. She go around in circles till she's very, very dizzy. Still ain't holler. Keep her busy, Cinderella. Yeah, keep her busy.
Salagadoola, Metchikapoola, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Put them together and what have you got? Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Salagadoola, Metchikapoola, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. It'll do that, believe it or not, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Now Salagadoola means a Metchikapoola-roo. But the thing about it, cause the job is bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
Well done, Lucy. I think, in fact, that was a better performance than she managed on Thursday, which won the competition here, the freestyle competition. The story of Cinderella, really, and great fun. Always a delight to see. Here we've got the scores, though, for Emmy Marie Simonsen from Denmark, 22.83, puts her in 6th place there. And I think that's a fair reflection. Lots of very nice things to admire in it, but not good enough to get that top-notch performance.
I think the guys are going to play a replay after each of the dogs. And there we just set up
some really nice moves that she managed in there. It's a very controlled performance.
The props for the next actor to come in.
The ghost story. This was very neat. This was nice. That figure of 8, very clever, very nice. As I say, not quite of the standard that we've seen from both Lucy and Sandra, our first and second place performances so far. And then we had Lukas giving his great performance for Austria as well. So some great stuff. I said this was going to be a terrific competition, and so it is proving to be. We'll get Lucy Creek's score in just a moment after we've seen our next performance from the Netherlands. We're introducing into the ring Grietje Wagenaar with Floris. Fjöderhöver Floyd is the dog's kennel club name. It's a border collie. It's 11 years old, representing the Netherlands for the 6th time. This will be Floris's last performance. He's going to retire this year. And I know Grietje would like to thank Crufts for all the fantastic memories they've had. They're going to do Give Me Some Lovin' from the Blues Brothers.
Give them a round of applause. A great routine there. For the
What a great swan song there for Greta Wagener and Floris. Floris retiring after this performance. The Blues Brothers. I don't know the little score quite high enough to get in the top 2 or 3, but an excellent performance. Here are the scores for Lucy Creek and Harriet Skiffle King there. They're good scores. They're not good enough to take the lead, but some nice 9s in there. The content, though, didn't have the quality that we saw from Lucy Plavova, and that's why she's not gone into the lead. But third place, she'll be very happy with that. It was a good performance. I think she scored better than she scored on Thursday. So well done, Lucy, into third place with that performance with Skiffle. Again, some very nice moves in there.
They will look at them and mark and ignore us maybe. We might have a little bit of an influence.
Little repeat element going in there, but this was nice when they got into the waltz. Very attractive performance at this point. And it had more flow, I think, than she managed on Thursday too. But it wasn't good enough to get her into the lead. She's in third place with 26.87 points.
We're going to give her a special welcome. She's travelled a long, long way to be with us today.
We'll be able to give you the scores for the Netherlands, for Floris and Greta Wagener. After our next performer, number 9, who comes from Argentina.
So would you like to give her an especially large welcome now? She's come all the way from Argentina. It's Marissa Ray.
Well, this border collie that's going to perform is called Kobu. Marisol Rey is the performer from Argentina. Ecos de la Granja Verde is the dog's kennel club name. It's a 7-year-old dog. And she says they're two friends who will always choose each other as they did on their first encounter. That's rather sweet. She obviously adores this dog. And they're going to be performing to Superman, Wonder Woman and Spider-Man themes. So the music by Charles Fox and John Williams.
It's a plane. It's a super dog.
To the Batmobile. Let's go.
a Spider-Man.
Well, that was a wonderful routine. It was very, a little bit disjointed, I think, probably to do terribly well in the scoring, but it was most entertaining for Marisol Rey with Kobu representing Argentina. But we have the scores for Greta Wagenaar with Flores, and no, not good enough to get them into the top with the Blues Brothers routine, but some good scores there. The interpretation of the music there, lots of eights. And you saw what they did. This a great choice of music, Blues Brothers, anyway. So, I mean, it's always fun and entertaining to watch, but not quite of the standard that would push them up into the lead. But it's a good score, you know. That 24.93 is a pretty good score in the circumstances. And they'll be very pleased, I think, with that. This crowd is loving this. It's a massive crowd here in the arena, the Genting Arena in Birmingham in the UK. And we're just after lunchtime on Saturday here. Wherever you're watching in the world, on YouTube, I hope you're thoroughly enjoying it. I defy you not to. I've got to say that this is probably the most enjoyable hour I've ever spent at Crufts. It's been such fun.
Did you all enjoy yourself today?
Are you enjoying yourself, says Dave Ray to the audience? Isn't that shouting about? Yes, well, so they blooming well should. We'll have the score for Marisol Rey after our next performer, which comes from France, because we're at Corinne Baron and Galatea. The dog's name's Galatea de Clos de Netilia, a border collie, 7-year-old bitch. And Corinne has had she says she has the honour of representing France at Crufts this year. Her first time, her routine was the theme of nights. Well, the music is Requiem for a Dream, and of course it's composed by Mozart. I think she's ready. Yes, a very nice themed performance there from Kareem Barron and Galatea, telling the story, and it was a wonderful jousting experience there. We'll get their scores in just a moment. Well done, and providing yet more entertainment. There's so much invention in this ring that we're seeing. It really is fabulous. Well, we should have the score now for Marisol Ray and Kobu. Again, not in the high levels, nice a couple of 8s in there, but mostly in the range of 7s and some of the low 7s as well. So Marisol Ray of Argentina will get there with 22.63, puts her in 9th place overall at the moment.
Very stiff in this competition.
I think probably there was some very nice moves in there, but I did say, I think as she finished, that it was a rather disjointed performance, so there were lost marks about the content and flow of the piece. It was all very interesting stuff, and she did a lot of very nice things, so she'll probably be a bit disappointed with those scores, but still, it entertained us, and the judges have marked her down, and so she ends up at the moment in 9th place, but I hope she feels her journey all the way from Argentina was well worth it to take part, to compete here in Crufts 2018 in Birmingham in the UK.
Would you like to welcome in now?
Right, we have waiting in the wings now for number 11, it's Switzerland, Monica Gehrig with Chiara My Fairy. Chiara is the pet name, little crossbreed, 9-year-old bitch. The music is Angel by Sarah McLaughlin.
So it's over to you, Monica.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from this dark cold and the
beautiful routine.
And a very nice, delicate, gentle performance there from Monica Gehrig and Strickland and Chera. Said this lovely little dog will be a world champion in pinching things edible. Anything that's left, she eats. But that was a very nice, delicate performance. Very nice indeed. Lovely to see. Now, I'm not sure if we've got the scores for Corinne Barron yet. I don't think we have. Oh, here they go. Yes, they are there. Yes, they didn't mark her very highly at all. There's some nice 8s there for content, and but the performance there in the last round, barking too much, lots of deductions. 1.53 points deduction puts her in 10th place, unfortunately, 21.83. So they are currently in last place in this for their medieval jousting performance. But it was very nicely performed all the way through. There were 1 or 2 inaccuracies there. For example, you saw the dog didn't actually back through the legs, which she was supposed to. So the accuracy, I think, will have been one of the reasons that she was marked down. The scores for accuracy really were quite low. 1 or 2 in the low 7s and 1 in the 6s from our 3 judges. So this is our last performer coming in now for Italy. Barbara Cristallini with Dana. Dana is a border collie, 7-year-old bitch. So this performance this year is bringing a message of peace. And the music they're using is Free Tibet, performed by Existence. Just getting in position, and we'll then signal. There we are. And that's our representative from Italy, Barbara Cristallini, with Dana. And we need to wait a little bit for her score. It was a very gentle piece. She nearly fell at one point to the dog, and she tangled up, but she managed to recover. It would have been awful if she had actually fallen, but there we go. These are the scores. It's always a good score for Monica Gehrig. It's not good enough to win it for them, but a couple of 3 9s in there, so that's excellent. Good to see. 26.43 puts them in 5th place, and only just in 5th. They're just behind Lucas Prachko, who was the second one that we saw. But that was a beautiful performance, very lyrical, rather like Sandra Roth with her performance, which is in 2nd place. But no, I don't think there's much doubt that our winner is going to be the wonderful Lucy Plavova with Jump, representing Japan, but from the Czech Republic originally. But this was a nice performance that we saw from Monica Gehrig in Switzerland. She lives in a small village in the mountains.
It started in the UK. In actual fact, it's amazing. It's a replay of the Georgia movie where we started it here, and it's
very neat. You see, there was a little error. The dog didn't get through the gap. So all those little things just make a difference. It could have been another point almost there, but a lovely finish. Delightful performance. Well done to our judges. I have to say congratulations to them. The 3 days they've judged very consistently and very accurately, and we have the scores now coming in for Barbara Cristallini with Dana. A lot of 8. It's not a bad score, but in accuracy there, 6.8, 6.8 and 7. Those are low scores. So have we got any deductions? I shouldn't think we have. I think it was a bit, there was nothing to take off. But 22.97. They're in 9th place. Some great performances, though, we've seen. And well done. I hope they enjoyed themselves. Dana and Barbara for Italy. But it leaves us in no doubt where our winning performance was. It was a very lively, very exciting performance. It was the 5th performance we saw today. And well done, Dana. These were nice little bits. And shortly after this, that she nearly tripped over the dog. So it's time for the presentation. There are our 3 judges. Back they all come. They deserve a tremendous round of applause. That was a great piece of entertainment that we've all had the privilege of watching, being led in by the winner, Lucy Plavova with Jump, and following her Sandra Roth with Lizzie in 2nd place there, and in 3rd place our own Lucy Creek with a great performance. She really did very well there. A better performance, I think, than she did on Thursday, but that's our winner.
Well, very honoured to have with us today to present the awards, Mr. Simon Loxmore, who is Chairman of the Kennel Club. Thank you for joining us.
The Chairman of the Kennel Club coming forward to present the rosettes. Great entertainment. I'm sure everyone has enjoyed that. Winner last year, winner this year again, Lucy Plavova with Jump. She's a very happy lady, but it was a terrific performance. You couldn't gainsay it. So good. And I think it's the first time I've actually seen a 10 in this competition. That was remarkable for the content. And from the United Kingdom in 3rd place, Lucy Creek. She'll be happy with that. She is.
If you were a judge in a discipline like this,
she
the
was
worst
in 2nd place for Germany.
You could possibly have this Crufts with all of us watching every move and judging the dogs themselves, but they've done a fantastic job.
This is an award presented to our 3 judges, Michelle Hubbard, Jenny Deacon, our head judge, and Jules O'Dwyer. As Jules and Jenny and Michelle. I think they've done a great job, very fair judging, very accurate judging and very consistent judging. So that's the freestyle Heelwork to Music final for 2018. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. Stay with us here on YouTube, some great stuff still to come. We're going to be following this with a display from the RAF, followed by the International Invitation Large Dog Agility. And following that, we have the semi-finals of the flyball. What's not to enjoy about that, folks? Enjoy your time with us here on YouTube.